So, it's interesting because you talk about how humor is more than just a punchline.
Yeah.
And then how you like to think of it as humor is something that when it infuses credibility, impact, and engagement can actually create something, create a better position, a better environment, a better experience. So how are you doing that for brands? Creating credibility, impact, and engagement.
So what we're starting to work on, and this is based on solo work I've done, is based on some of the things we were up to at The Onion, but more evolved and experimental, shall we say, is to find a way, one, to kind of understand, as with any consulting work, what's the goal? Or what's important to you? What are people saying about you? What is success for you? But then it's about building a story and an experience that's fun. Fun is attractive. That's the impact part. Really comes into, will my fans, will my community, will my viewers, readers, listeners, audience want to share this with someone else? You get a more interactive and more communicative because people want to feel like they're a part of that conversation. They want to feel like they're a part of the process. And the fact is, no centralized institution can be as smart as the collective that supports it. And this sort of shared experience around fun, that's what we're working on. Our core focus and what I think we're bringing to the table is the engagement part, is that we have experience that we're in the digital and internet space and in the comedy space. Humor cuts through. The trick with comedy is that it's a really human endeavor. Laughter is an emotional exercise. It's a vulnerable moment. When you laugh, you're physically open. When you laugh, you are essentially agreeing with what the person who caused the laughter is saying. I'm building this company called Cultivated Wit, which comes from a quote from Horace, who kind of talked about the power of comedy to clarify the very contentious and complex issues of the day. And we're trying to use the power of humor and storytelling in general to engage with people on contentious and complex issues, on matters of overwhelming banality and just overwhelming information.
But it doesn't benefit necessarily the brand value, the brand's position, unless that's their position, right?
And
to be
that's
crazy.
up to them, right? If they want to be, if you're a brand, you just want to make funny videos, go do that. Maybe you really should focus on selling soap, though. Like, right? That's where it comes back to what's the goal in the beginning. Is the goal to make a cultural splash? Is it to drive more sales? Is it to address a new community, a new segment of the market? Knowing the answer to that up front will help determine how wild and crazy you get. Because you can put out an amazing, hilarious story that does nothing for you. But if what you're trying to do is to extend the relationship or have a new impact or change the attitude that people have toward you as an organization, humor in a story can be an effective part of that.